want to try something special before we get into this. If you want to be great, please stand up. If you're sitting down, this is going to be weird. Who wants to live a life being mediocre? I think the majority of this room owns a business, a leader of some sort. You have the ability to control the lives of other individuals in a good way, influence them. So if you're not standing up right now, I really want to understand why you don't feel encouraged and motivated. So stay with me just for a second. Keep standing, please. Last night I was having a conversation with my good friend David Lord. He's back here somewhere. And he runs a company called Nexa. Great customer call answering. I mean, they do it all. Like, if you guys haven't chatted with them, check them out. Shameless plug there. David, I really appreciate you being so genuine last night. But here's what's more important. We had this conversation, and I started asking myself, for all of you standing right now, because I want to be great too. And then I thought, well, if everybody in this room wants to be great, how do you become Michael Jordan? How do you become Kobe Bryant? How do you become the greats? And I said, what is better than great? So do me a favor, for your own sake and comfort in this experiment, if you want to be undeniable, that's better than great, you can go ahead and have a seat. But if you don't want to be undeniable, you're going to stand for the next 30 minutes. That's on you. I'm so grateful to be here with you guys. I'm taking this in. If you can't tell, I'm just trying to see every one of you because I want you to sense my genuine authenticity and how grateful I am to be here with you. I get 30 minutes. That's your time. And at the end of the road, trust me, we're going to wish we spent those minutes much differently. So I'm going to give you my all, okay? Let's get into this. Let's have some fun. Who am I? Half of you guys are sitting here going, dude, I've never seen or heard of this guy in my life. Why does he deserve to be up here? And I want to start off by just telling you, you heard it there. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. I'm so grateful for the two of you. Guys, I am a CXO of RYNO Strategic Solutions. We're a digital marketing agency. We exist solely for the home services industry. I've had the luxury of building this 15-year business for 12 of those years. Some of you might be shocked to hear I do not own anything of the company. I am simply an employee who was trusted and built up, inspired, and motivated. More importantly, why should you listen to me? What kind of value do I have for you? Well, you can see it right here, guys. I've done this for 12 years. I exist born and bred solely in the industry that you specialize in. I've mastered Google inside and out, both from a business and a consumer perspective. My passion is understanding why your customers use these digital tools the way that they do and trying to find a way for you to benefit from that. Done just about everything. But before we get into this, I think it's important to start here. Everything we do in our lives starts with the goal. Let that sink in, guys, gals. When there's a goal, we're intentional. So what is the goal today? We're going to start here, and I'm going to do this way, all right? I want to have a plan. There's a lot of people in this room, and we are all uniquely, beautifully different. I love that. But because of that, the message isn't always received the same way we intend it to be delivered. So in fairness to you, because you're giving me your time, I'm trying to be intentional and take every one of you into consideration. So this is how we learn. It's the problem. We all like to teach, but we spend so much time worried about how the message goes out. We don't spend enough time worried about how the message comes in. So before we get into this and bring you the value, these are the things that we're going to cover, because we're going to have an accountability test here, guys. We're in this together. This isn't me talking at you. I'm with you. Okay? So the goal today is to give you 3 things. Number 1, I'm just here to explain to you why I think retail is a major opportunity on top of what you're doing. This is not an or, this is an and. That is essential. You have to understand that some of the benefits and the values of retail are supplemental to what you're already doing. And I will explain to you why I think that is. But more importantly, I don't like to just talk. I like to prove. I like to execute. So the second goal is I'm going to actually show you data. Because I don't want you to think I'm some dude just selling something up here. I'm here to genuinely give you things. You pour your lives into these businesses. You represent these people. You solve problems. My job is to give you everything I can to make you the best version of you today. And I don't care if you work with us or buy from us or not. I care about you. So I'm going to give you the data that supports that I'm not just aimlessly speaking. And more importantly, number 3, I never enjoy being in a crowd when people just talk at me. I'm trying to figure out, how do I execute? How do I be that 5%er, undeniable? How do I go and take the things that I was taught and actually do them? Because that's another hurdle, guys. That's the difference. We all read books. We all learn. We all care. But the challenge is figuring out how to execute and bring in what we want to do. I'm going to check in because we have to stay together today. We're being undeniable. So real quick, I'm going to say good morning again. Some of you gave me that, and I'm grateful. But guys, good morning. Thank you. You give me you, and I will give you me. I will pour my heart out here, and I'm here to make you better. So let's do this. The deal for accountability, at the end of this presentation, I'm going to hold up this camera, and I'm going to film it all. And if I don't give you these 3 things that I promised, when I count to 3, I need you to stay silent. And I will take the embarrassment of not executing on the plan right here. And it's filmed. But all I ask in return is that if I keep my word and give you these 3 things, you give me one big burst of energy, just like you did there. That was me making sure you had it in you. But we can do it bigger. Do we have a deal? Show me your hands. I appreciate you. So let's do this. I like to have fun. I'm going to start off. It's just 50 seconds. We don't have a lot of time. We got 20 minutes. I'd talk to you all day if they'd let me. I want that to be clear. Enjoy.
Yo, man, I need some clicks.
I got some choice clicks right here, yo. Impressions, page views, followers.
How about likes? You got some likes? I just need enough to get me through this quarter.
Turn to the right.
You are buying clicks. What will I tell the children?
Did you hear that all right? Feels a little low to me. He's trying to buy customers. But what if I told you you could build an empire where they naturally came to you? That'd be impressive, right? We always want to pursue the opportunity, but what if we could build something where the opportunities organically came to us? That's the goal. Remember, it's not or, it's and. So let's dive in. Why does retail actually matter? Why is there really any value to this? For starters, guys, we all know Google. What you're looking at on the screen right here, left to right, it's top to bottom. It's just 2 screenshots, but they connect, right? Now what we're doing is we're looking at a keyword here that a consumer might type in. For the sake of the example, I just put roof repair. The first thing to understand for those of you that don't live in the Google world is that there are many different services sitting on that page. You can do one or the other. And the different services have different benefits that value you. Now, we don't have a lot of time. I'm not here to teach you how to do this. I'm here to teach you how it can help. okay? So the first thing, I just want to give you an example. In the world of Google, by a show of hands, how many of you are buying on Google and you scroll past the ads at the top? Show me your hands. Keep them high. For those of you that are being kind enough to participate, keep them up. Now the question, how many of you have actually clicked on one of those ads? Don't you lie to me, hands down if you have. That's just about the entire room, and if you're still raising your hand, we don't trust each other. What Google did was brilliant. We can't do this experiment, I like to teach it, but you're scrolling past the ads because you don't trust them. You feel manipulated. You feel like someone is trying to manipulate you. But what happens is as you scroll down, you find something that's too good to be true. It's called a value proposition. Same-day service. No money down. These are examples. That's why it works. It's just like the billboards we use in reality. We just place it in the digital world. Now, the reason I'm explaining this to you, okay, there are elements of Google that are free, there are elements that are paid. You can literally use tactics. For those of you that are door knocking, what did you not close? Because you could follow up using tactical components of PPC, target those doors, and double down by showing them ads of your business and reminding them over and over and over again because you didn't convert at the door. This is just one example. There's a million. You want to talk strategy, come hang out with me later today. But I want you to understand how this supplements, values, and benefits each of you in the industry, the organization that you're in. So question for you. Why do you say Google it? Think about that. I don't say Yahoo it. I don't say Bing it. What did Google win? I love your energy so much. Heather, Royal Roofing, I love it. She said trust, and she gets it. It's probably why your company's blowing up. Trust. Let that sink in, guys. I get that we have sales strategies. I get that we're doing certain things. But a buyer is a buyer, and they go to Google when they don't know. I want you to see an example. Anybody ever heard of a company called Reddit? Show me your hands, please. I try to interact with you so we're together. Thank you again. Seriously, I'm so grateful for your participation. So when you look at this here, you can see a real-time example. I mean, this is somebody who just doesn't understand. Do I call the insurance company first? Do I call the roofer first? I've never bought a roof. I've never done any restoration. I'm intimidated. If we trust Google, that's where we go when we're looking for the answer. That's what you have to understand. It's not always about buying. It's not always about winning that. It's about being a voice of authority and educating the community when they don't know. Because if you win the trust of the community through Google, it will reflect into reality and your actual business plan. Think about that. Remember, we're here to be undeniable. We can be great at half the stuff, but what if we could be undeniable by implementing things that our competition isn't typically doing? This is an untapped market, and I want to show you that. It's not just about buying, it's about educating. So let's look at that opportunity, guys. What you're looking at here is really interesting stuff. This is a free tool. Come chat with me afterwards. I'll give you the URL. You can use it all the time. It's really neat. Google gives you the ability to punch in topics, search terms, anything that you want. And you can literally see what kind of demand and popularity is going on in a very specific area. So if you only represent certain cities, or if you're looking at states, you can plug it in, right? That's what you're looking at here. On the left, it says United States. What I did, this tool was invented in 2004. Google started in 98. But what you're seeing here is proof that it works. It's kind of self-explanatory, right? Who even knew what COVID meant until that time? It's just telling you this is factual. It's not broken, it works, and you can see the demand. You can even see the drop-off as we've overcome a major global moment that will go down in history. So the goal of this slide is to educate you on what you're looking at and how it works. But let's look at how it actually applies to you. All I did is run with some roofing terms, okay? 04. Now, first thing to understand, guys, is Google Trends was like actually pursued in 06. That's why that line is there, because it says take the first 2 years with a grain of salt. Google likes to collect data and beta things before they start promoting it. So from that left line over, somebody just call it out. What has happened over the history and the popularity of Google in that last 4 to 5 year window? Popularity and demand. That's what it's telling you. The amount of people that are going to the internet to search for terms that are related to the services that you might do has increased. Now again, I taught you how to use this so that you can go in and plug additional words. This is just about a roof. But we all know we do more than that. Go plug those different things in and look. This is my proof to you, right? Promise 1 was that I would explain to you why it was essential to consider retail. Part of me wants to ask if I accomplished that, but you might throw me off if I let you down, so let's keep that to ourselves. But this is opportunity 2, right? I promised you something else. I said I would show you factual evidence that the opportunity sits there on the internet for each of you, for the taking, if you choose to pursue it. That's the takeaway here. This over here on the right, on the left, these are some reputable RYNO clients, and it's a shameless plug, guys. They're doing it for a reason. They didn't become successful doing nothing. They understand what it takes to be undeniable. They understand that they have to try new things and explore into different opportunities to be different and stand out from the competition. But what you can see here off to the right of the screen, it's also showing you a number of different roofing words and the average amount of searches that are happening. Again, I don't want to just talk at you. I want to give you factual evidence. That's my goal because I want to be genuine and authentic with you. Okay? So as we continue on, the big takeaway here before we get into the actual stuff I want to give to you, you have to remember, Google was created by people. Heather, you said it, trust is what everybody wants. We're all the same. In this room, again, we're different, and that's amazing. That's why we're incredible as a society, as a race. But we all have some similarities. And if anybody in here told me that they're not longing for trust in all aspects of their lives, they are lying to me. But the point and the takeaway of this is that the people built Google. How they built it reflects reality. And whether you like it or not, digital is the future. You can't continue to fight against it. You have to understand it, because it's going to become more and more prominent as we evolve as a society. Who wants some actual, I almost dropped the bomb. I'm passionate. Who wants some actual stuff that you can do? Guys, you gave me a good morning. Don't die on me. We got 10 minutes. Who wants some actual stuff you can execute and do? Let me hear you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's do it. Some of this stuff, some of you might have, some of it you may not. Again, I'm trying to take in consideration all levels of business in here, whether you are just starting or whether you are a massive organization. So number 1, Heather, you've been so great. Thank you for being up front and chatting with me and participating. I promise you this wasn't planned. She'll tell you that too. We built this site. It's all we do for you, right? We just built a website. We didn't do anything else. And you told me your SEO is like crushing it, even with us not focusing on it, right? That's pretty cool. So listen, these are the quick takeaways because we only have 10 minutes here. First things first, take screenshots of this stuff. It's free, it's yours. I can't spend too much time on this, but to make a long story short, there are 6 P's of marketing. Some of you may have seen Cristiano, our founder, speak last year. He's one of 2 of my mentors. And I thought his content last year, just these 2 slides, were so amazing that I wanted to reuse it again because I think it's essential. I encourage you guys at some point today to pull up your website, not just on a computer, on a mobile device, because that's where the bulk of the users come from today, and ask yourself, in 3 to 5 seconds, how quick and obvious is it that you can answer these questions, okay? Product, what do you offer? Place, where are you at and where can you serve? Price, it's subjective. Some of us don't want to advertise that, that's okay, but there is a value there if you want to take it into consideration. The following three, a promo, everybody wants a deal. Everybody wants a deal. What's your unique differentiator, okay? People, it's the big one. People just means if you're going to do this type of digital work, do it with somebody that understands your industry. If you go work with a digital agency, you don't want somebody that's doing dentists, attorneys, dog walkers. You want somebody that specializes in what you do because they have to understand the buying cycle and the consumer. Again, do we want to be undeniable? Thank you. Thank you. Sometimes I ask the question, I'm not actually expecting a response. It makes my day. Thank you so much. So that's the takeaway there, okay? Like, do it with somebody who understands you because they're an extension of your operation. And last, personality. Guys, your brand is your personality. Your marketing is your voice. If I can't see the unique personality and build the relationship with the consumer, the brand is missing the mark. The marketing is how you shout out who I am. Right on time. So a couple of more freebies, right? We told you some tactics on how to get your websites to actually turn customers into you. There's so much more that I'll give. Be around the next 2 days, giving away everything I can with all the time I can. I love this stuff. 2 more free things for you. If you are not paying attention to your Google Maps listing, you are missing out on some seriously easy, cheap opportunities to sell. I'm going to repeat it because it is that big. If you are just starting out a business and you can't afford an actual marketing budget, you can't pump dollars into growth, this is how you start your snowball effect. It's 100% free, easy to maintain and set up yourself. You don't need me to do it. I will teach you how to do it. It even gives you data to confirm that you generated sales through it, which means it's proof that I'm not saying it. You can go in and see the phone numbers associated with the people that call you through there. I was lucky. I mean, in Phoenix, my insurance company actually let me pick the contractor. I call them both. I wasn't as educated, many years ago. I just wanted somebody that I could trust to guide me through the process. I trusted the contractor more than the insurance company because they understand the industry and the trade. So they guided me through and they helped me make sure that I could use them. It's just an example. But all you're looking at on this screen here, okay, is get this profile. If it exists but you didn't claim it and you don't log in and regularly pour into it, you're missing opportunities that are free and cheap. I talked to a gentleman yesterday, the roofing guys. If you're in here, throw me your hand. But I love his story. I apologize, I can't remember the name, but what was so great about him is he explained it. He's like, dude, I just started pumping into this, and then all of a sudden, holy smokes, I get leads from it consistently. And he was trying to share his wisdom with another gentleman. He's in there somewhere. It was such a fun conversation. What are we doing here? 5 minutes. LSA. So here's a benefit for this one, guys. It's local service ads. We did a breakout on this yesterday. Our VP, Jeff Boab, up here in front, crushed it. The goal on this is set it up. It doesn't cost money to set up. Go through the process and get it done, because if you're in a situation where you need opportunities, it's another channel to potentially drive business to you. So why wouldn't you set it up? Because here's the beauty of it. The pay feature, it's per lead. You're not paying Google unless you legitimately get a call that's an opportunity. They have the ability to dispute it if it's not. You listen to the call, you say, yep, that's not a lead. You can easily click a button and say, I want the money back. They have a claims process for that. So again, the 3 big takeaways there, right? I'm giving you tactics to make your site convert better. Those are things that you can literally take to your current developer, agency, whoever you work with to manage your site, and implement the changes that are going to make it generate more calls. Free. The second piece, right? Maps. It's awareness. This is for my smaller organizations. You have to own it. I have an entire deck that teaches you things like how to respond to reviews. Like, I will give it to you for free. Just come find me. I'll give you a card. We'll connect emails. I'll send you this stuff. You can have it, incorporate it. I want to see you win. LSA? That one's on you, but I'll tell you how to get there. I'll give you the phone number. I'll give you the rep to call. Google wants you to do it. They'll walk you through the process and help you set it up. All of these things will help drive new business. So that's to recap, guys. We had 3 goals. I said, hey, it's and, it's not or. This is why there's value. I said, hey, there's a bunch of data there for you to see that there's taking. And then I said, let's not just talk about it. Let me actually give you things that you can have because I care and I want to see you win. So this is the part. It always scares me. I'm going to take this out. First things first, I'm not here to sell you something, but this QR code will give you the ability to tell you what the opportunity is for you. In the slides that you saw, I was polling the United States. I was showing you the awareness. But everyone in here comes from different places, and if I was you, I'd want to know what that means for me specifically. Because it will vary. Some of this will be a huge gold mine you're sitting on top of, and some of it will be competitive and difficult. But you won't know if you don't get the information. So the key here isn't to sell you something. It's going to take you to a website, and you just have to put the cities that you want to grow in, fill out the basic information, and all it does is allows us to plug you into those tools you showed me and tell you if this is really worth pursuing. Because it's not going to be worth it for all of you. That's the genuine truth. But what I tend to find is that it is really valuable for most of you. So this is the part where I make it awkward and I say, do you want to be great or do you want to be undeniable? Because if you want to be undeniable, you execute and you do the things. This is how you at least get the information to decide if it's worth your time. So from here, setting up my camera, this is going to be potentially really weird. Can you guys say hello? Okay, it's building my courage a little bit, my confidence. So we made a deal at the beginning, and I said for accountability, I was going to film this and be a man of my word. I told you, I said, if I don't keep my word, we got to be silent. And then I'm probably going to delete this. But if I kept my word, I need you to give me every bit of energy you gave that you got because I'm telling you, I'm giving you mine. 1, 2, 3. We have 52 seconds, and I told you that I value every minute. I'm not going to let them go to waste. I want to help. I want to answer your questions. We will be there at booth 4445 next to my good friends in Nexa. We will go ahead and answer anything and everything we can. Genuinely, we just want to help. And if you start to feel sold, tell me. Because that's not what we want. We want to help. That's who we are. Deal? I am so grateful. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you feel that from the heart. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. Every second matters. Go be undeniable.